There is a saying, if you hang around the barbershop long enough, you are going to get a haircut. Well, over the last 9 months of COVID lockdown, watching hundreds of YouTube videos, seeing Matt Diavella making a coffee in the morning and taking a cold shower, seeing Ali Abdul teaching how to spin an Apple Pencil and deciding to spin out of his career to move to the US, watching hilarious videos of Uncle Rogers grilling some of the best chefs in the world and teaching them how to make the fried rice the authentic Asian way, wondering how on earth Nathaniel Drew learns a language in 7 days and still trying to figure out his life, seeing dope take videos from MKBHD, quality of the video just drives me nuts. Peter McCann hit his 5 million subscribers 2 months ago already, and Casey Neistat is back on YouTube. If this was all, Ryan Serhant jumped off a helicopter, not literally though, to reinvent the real estate industry in the US. All of this happened right before our eyes over the last 9 months. So, having spent long enough hanging out in the barbershop, YouTube that is for me, today's the day I finally get my haircut. Hi, my name is Mirza Salman Hossain, Salman in short, and unlike most YouTubers that I follow, I'm a tech product and innovation expert during my daytime job, and during my off-the-job hours, I'm a mentor, a community organizer, and a startup investor. I'm in my mid-30s, living in this beautiful city of Bangkok. I am in the middle of reinventing my life, and this is my YouTube channel. As a tech product and innovation expert over the last 11 years, I was extremely fortunate to work in both successful startups and large multinational companies in 5 different industries. While having a daytime job, I always tried to maintain a parallel life where I was trying to keep connected to the community, working as volunteers in amazing community projects, sometimes trying out my own startup ideas and failing in a couple of them. And through those failures and countless volunteering hours, I was really lucky to meet some of the brightest minds back home. Also ended up mentoring some of those young professionals and startup founders who are launching themselves and amazing businesses at the same time. It was really the reason why I connected to a lot of people I would have never connected otherwise. I represented my country over a dozen occasions in global settings, despite coming from a typical middle-class family in South Asia. Even in one occasion, I had the Hulk himself, Mark Ruffalo that is, to endorse my first ever Indiegogo campaign when we were trying to save the largest mango forest in the world. It was suffering from a disastrous oil spillage back that year. But that's a story for some other time. Earlier this year, when the COVID hit the world and took us all by surprise, I couldn't help but wonder what we will be left with once the dust settles and life starts anew, going back to normal. I realized all the hard work, the patience, longing that all of us were building towards a better future came to an absolute standstill. It is as if we were all in a giant ship together on a journey into the future, and suddenly we were hit by something at the very bottom of our foundation, the keel of the ship, and a lot of holes got created due to the impact, resulting in massive disruption to the course of the ship from what was originally intended. We are all in this ship together, some aware and some not of what can happen to us. But one thing is for sure, if you don't fix these holes at the bottom, we're all going to sink with the ship itself. Unless we put all hands on deck by sharing all the knowledge and wisdom, putting it into work, we will not be able to help save the ship from sinking and eventually saving millions of lives. The more I thought about this, the more clarity I found in opening up this YouTube channel. Something I always wanted to do, but the fear of speaking in front of the camera always superseded my dream and my ambition. But there couldn't be any better time, given that we are living in a COVID and a post-COVID world, to really bring myself again back to the community service that I've always enjoyed doing and felt very proud of for having the opportunity. I think we all need to put all of our hands on deck to really heal this troubled world, and all of us in the process, so that we can minimize potential damages and the future challenges that are yet to come. Recognizing my passion for continuous learning and always being curious about almost everything in life, I created this YouTube channel where I hope to share some of the best experiences and lessons I've learned over the last 15 years, which I found to be very useful. But I also don't want to limit this to my own monologue, rather to collaborate with you all. This is an experimentation for me, where I will be able to give some of my time throughout the week to create videos through which I'll be able to help share some insights, some tips and tricks, some potential hacks for anyone, whether you are a student entering into university in a very difficult time set, or you're soon to be graduating and unsure How are you going to be navigating yourself through these uncertainties? You are a young professional, either have lost your job or in the middle of a career that you're still not so sure where it's the next state of the career for yourself, or you're a founder or a startup investor who are looking to make the right sense of how should you be taking your years going forward. I really hope that I not only talk about only from my lens, but also bring in all the amazing people that I had the opportunity to meet over the last 15 years in my network to also collaborate with me in helping giving you the solutions as well. So here's the goal. What we're going to do is I'll try to create weekly videos where I'll talk about beginners hacks, because I think we all have a bit of beginners stage in all of our lives, and we all are trying to learn something for the first time. Then I'm going to talk about essentialism. I feel given the COVID, I learned the importance of essentialism unlike ever before, and we all probably can benefit largely by understanding more from it. I'll also talk about productivity and a lot of hacks around that, because no matter what, the world needs to continue to be more productive so that we can have more valuable time made available for ourselves. And last but not the least, I want to talk about mental health, something I'm talking about for the first time in public. I have a personal relationship with mental health, and I think there's a lot that we need to talk about. So I hope I'll be able to share my experiences and my learning from this so that you all can connect and also help me understand this in a much better way. So I'm really excited that you're here and you're watching this video. It'll be amazing if you please subscribe so that whenever I'm uploading the next video, you can be notified, and I'll see you soon.